What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dansweight here, and welcome back to another premiere episode of the Final Fantasy X Masters Mod by Karifean. Please remember to hit the like button and show the video some love, and I hope you guys had plenty of fun in the chat. Let's get going with this week's episode. I think I can more freely make like elemental eaters as a result of this, yeah. So we'll see how that's going to come into play. I do feel like it will. That's the reason he's doing it. I'm sure there's going to be some Aeons. They're going to be a bit like Seymour in that sense. They're going to like cycle between the four elements, and if you have a four Eater armor, that could be very useful. So we now have Fire Eater. We can make 3 of those. 3 Lightning Eaters, 3 Water Eaters, and hopefully 4 Ice Eaters once we're done with the next one. So Sphere Grid once again. Go. Well, I was wondering if I should go down or up here. I think ultimately I concluded on going south. Yeah, I don't like where his agility is at right now. I'm wondering if it's worth moving him. Maybe it is. Yeah, just obviously early on in the grid, he doesn't get a lot. Let's see. Anything that would be good for him? Is he another one that should basically get down to this stage? I feel like this part of the grid is just a nice one for a lot of characters to just pick up some good stats. Like, he doesn't need the Holy per se, even though his magic is okay. But I'm not sure I'll get any more white magic spheres for the entire game, so maybe I should really hold up and not use too many. Just a bit bummed about his agility. Then again, Lulu started to fall behind a little bit too in terms of agility. But she's not going to get any more before Shiva. Yeah, it's been quite hard to like push into like really like the next tiers of agility here. 44, 54. Riku's pretty much the only one that's managed it. I think Orange just continues on his way. Even more strength. Honestly, given that he's going to try and counter, I think that's not the worst idea in the world. I'm going to take the agility for Yuna. She's generally on a path towards Ultima. I think I'll keep her on there for now. Riku. Yeah, like Cura. Full life. Fine. Because you're only getting them 3 at a time, it's obviously hard to kind of make them have much of a meaningful improvement between fights, but that's the way it is. And while Kimari is finally heading towards Use. So we'll definitely grab that. And that will make it 3 characters that can have the Use command. So beating Shiva is going to unlock that. Yeah, Delay Buster already kind of showing promise in that previous fight. 23 agility. I think that does take him to the next tier, so I think for now let's just keep going. Why did I not grab this at the time? I must have made a mistake. I think it's because I didn't have the power spheres. It's annoying. But I feel like it would be nice to just have Protect for him. Like, why not? So, let's do this. A little more magic defense. And that leaves Waka. I think let's just take these chunks first. Again, like, you can't have everything. I think for him, I have to just sacrifice his agility for now. And well, it has improved, to be fair. I mean, it's definitely much better. Okay. Yeah, the HPs aren't looking, like, too crazy, but... This is kind of like how you might be against, like, Brass's Final Aeon the first time you're through, depending on how much leveling up you've done. 85 is definitely very high, but some of the other stats, like the HP and stuff, it's not far off. And in the meantime, we're, like, taking out Dark Aeons. It was pretty fun. Okay. 31 Phoenix Downs. Yeah.
Your count.
Let's go find Shiva. This one's always a bit of a trek. Yeah, this served us well last time. Get a few of those. Just trying to think, like, are these valuable? No. I was gonna say, like, do we have anything that's valuable that we could sell as an item? But I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Like, that you'd actually want to sell. Yeah, like that type of shit you're just not gonna sell. Like the amulet, no way. Okay, we'll check that out later. Basically, after Dark Shiva, the difficulty is going to ramp up again for Omega Weapon and the next set of Dark Aeons. So then we might need to kind of take stock again, maybe get some purple spheres, honestly, depending on where we are on the grid. We'll see what we can do. Because our defense numbers are not particularly sexy here. I mean, measure defense, yes, for Lulu, it's insane. And Oran's defense is good, but there's a lot of like 30s and 40s in there. And we're heading into... Like, for me, obviously, it's just weird seeing these stats and trying to fight stuff like Dark Aeons. It's just like, what? Like, these are, generally speaking, like, nowhere near enough unless you really have some good equipment and stuff at the ready. But we're just going to take it as it comes. So far, at least, we've been finding our way through. So we're going to keep doing that, hopefully. Fool! Come back to Makalania Temple, a traitor. So here, let's just set back up. Turn that off. So I need to get rid of these elementals for now. Maybe I'll put them back on. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like you're not going to be able to slow Shiva down. That's just not going to happen. Now, I do remember Heavenly Strike having a death element to it. Yeah, we still haven't really customized anything for Yuna. That's a bit of a, like, a ultimate thingy. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, okay. So let's reset. Actually, I should have a look at the formation. We haven't used the Oran tank for a little while. We couldn't use it against Ifrit as well because of the whole like stance being broken and that kind of thing. Maybe this will be a fight where the tank will have to make a reappearance, so for that, it might be worth keeping him around. So we'll just try like this for now, like this trio, and we'll see how we do. Okay. Then we have to run from the temple again, don't we? That's so long. And well, what if it's a difficult run back? What if they summon some seriously rough enemies? Yeah, we have to beat Shiva first. One thing at a time.
Fool! You come back to Makalania Temple, a traitor! Traitor! Find your salvation on the far plane!
Alright, the click of death. Was that... She has auto regen, right? Because Orin does too, I was just like, eh? I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Okay, let's begin with... I feel like Heavenly Strike, you're not going to be able to Sentinel, but let's just won't see it coming. Enchant Water. I like the name. Whoa, that overdrive is moving fast. I do not like that. Now, Shiva's the kind of stage where you start to wonder, can you hit? And Orin missed his first opportunity there, so that's not looking good. Let's see what Tidus can do. He makes the hit. Let's start using some aim. Those counterattacks could definitely be useful. Get Orin. Damn it. Just stay on it. Surely after an aim he's got to start making some contact, but doesn't look like it. Yeah. Okay. So Enchant Water, I thought it was her putting Null Shock on herself. Sorry, not Null Shock. Null Tide on herself. To kind of start to, like, if you have any elemental weapons, to really disable them. I thought maybe that was a bit of a strat, but nope. She's just kicking your ass. Oh, does this go straight into the fight? Okay, doesn't good. Whew. But yeah, Penta is not good. She can probably be silenced, so we'll have to take a look at that. This one, I'm going to swap Waka in. I want to start getting aims in as quickly as possible on Orin, I think. Okay, let's go again. You just have to scan. You really have to spend that first attempt. You almost have to throw it away just to scan every time, but feels necessary. I tried to kind of bypass it last time, but to do it all by kind of just feeling it out is just, it's just not as easy. Yes, old man, just go away. Just yeah, so it starts with Enchant Water. Let's get a second aim on there. Let's see if Orin can then start hitting. Nope, not even with two. Let's get that scan in. Right. 480,000. Queen of Ice and Water that also uses Hydro attacks that carry both elements at once. Beware of her tantalizing dance as it inflicts unblockable confusion. Unblockable confusion? What? Ah, immune to silence. That's not good. Yeah, this is another step up. So those elemental armors we made, they're going to potentially make a reappearance here. Because we ain't surviving no penta crap. Okay, so what is it not immune to? Once again, poison, funnily enough. Poison. Zombie. Not threaten, unfortunately. Not slow. Darkness. Yes to darkness. So this is the first time we face a Dark Aeon that has really powerful spells that we can't block with silence. But that's trouble. And of course breaks. So... okay. I think she's going to be hard to put them on because neither Orin or Riku is probably going to be able to hit here. But I guess what it means is that if you do have both ice and water protection, then her attacks actually do nothing. And it also may be, I guess if it's unblockable confusion, I'm just wondering if the dance thing is like an attack. that if you are protected against ice and water, you can kind of stop it. But if you don't have that, then it's unblockable, like with any kind of customization. Maybe that's what it means. Unsure. But we'll find out. Yeah, even with 2 aims, it's not happening at the moment. It's really not good. Okay. Let's start to work with Reflect a little bit here. She's getting 2 attacks in there. Yeah, just want to see how well Reflect's going to work. I think this attempt's already gone again. Just like having Kimari out there, not being able to swap him out, it just doesn't work. Like whenever you try and scan, it just ruins the whole attempt. Okay, actually landed one. That's good. Penta Waterer. There's the Reflect. Does she have Auto Shell? I think she does. So this was an example of me trying to use quick pockets with Auron to kind of try and save ourselves here. Let's see. Yeah, I've got all of my death stuff. I was kind of waiting for Heavenly Strike. So next time I need to get my elemental stuff back out. Hydro Strike. Ah, there it is. 4,400. 3,700. Okay. So that's more like the Dark Shiva that we know and hate from vanilla, the way that she just gets like 3 attacks in a row and destroys you. But okay, we're going to need to have a look at our elemental stuff here once again. Nah. Yeah, that one actually works for Tidus, funnily enough. Yeah, so does that one. Yeah, unfortunately not for Waka, but I'm sure we can do something about it. Now, Darkness does work, so maybe for this one, if we just add Null Tide and Null Frost, we can make something happen. But we need a plus 5% HP, potentially. Basically, making like an Ice Eater wouldn't be enough here. You'd have to eat both elements to make it work. So for now, I'm just going to continue to customize them individually. We've got tons of items for it. Well, after this one we will. Because of these, the only one we really need is Darkness. So I think that'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. Question's going to be, how are we going to put the brakes on her? I feel like we really need it for this fight. I think I'm going to try to get 5 times aim, and then maybe have Auron use the full break. Like, generally keep him out there, and then try to have him use the full break when he's ready. Because Waka has evade and counter, I feel like that might work against the ultra quick hit, possibly. So let's take another look at this now. Alright, let's do it. Whew. So we have a little bit of a reprieve to start here. Is it worth just punting a full break? Probably not. Maybe just worth, honestly, at least getting the bio on there. I think she has auto shell. Two queens going at it. Well, also 2000 still work pretty damn well. So at least the first turn's for free in that sense. Yeah, it's very little damage to be expected, really. Okay, let's begin. Okay. Begin with aims. We're going to have at least one more quick hit, right? Yeah. But then this one I think is already going to be the Penta. Yeah, even Titus is missing. Ah, it's 3 ultra quick hits. Right, well evaded. But then we're going to get pented. So we really need to get down into SOS very quickly here. Oh, very lucky there. Wow, that was huge. That was huge. Now I think she actually survives being hit by... Yeah. Let's just do this. If it hits Lulu, we're in luck. Nope. I think it, like, if it does hit Lulu, she would be immune to it, I'm pretty sure. The way Yuna sprints in, you think it's like... Okay. So, we had ultra quick hit. Ultra quick hit. Ultra quick hit. Then we had Penta. Then we had Hydro. Okay. Back to Sentinel. Yeah. Good hit. Okay. Couldn't survive long enough. I think there's one more ultra quick hit to come. Yeah, if it is, I think she'll steal the turn. She'll get 2 in a row, and then we'll die. Basically, I'm having a look at the CTB for future reference. If we're on the same tick, and I know that there's an ultra quick hit coming soon, roughly how quickly will it come? I'm trying to have like a visual kind of idea of it. So like, for example, right now, obviously it looks like she's going to get 1 turn, then 2 of our turns, but it's obviously not going to... It's obviously not going to work like that. But let's see. Should be 1 more, I think. If so, then we have a pattern here. Or I miscounted. That's 3. Oh, well survived. And he's got his... Oh, that was clutch. Yeah, so she's quick enough to get in when that happens. But now he's going to die. Because obviously... He's too slow. Oh. He's definitely going to die, though. Good counters, though. Good effort. Yeah, Auron put up a hell of a fight there. But very nice. Okay, so we have a pattern here. It's 3 ultra quick hits, Penta, and then Hydro. Okay. So I think we can deal with this. Just need a little more prep. No idea what's going to happen once the overdrive comes, but until then, I think I still want to start like this, maybe? Idea being that because Lulu can double cast, she can get them down to SOS HP a bit more quickly, maybe? I think I'm just going to start with the quickest group possible, honestly. Screw it. Tends to be in stages. So like I'm getting close to having the battle figured out up until the first Diamond Dust. I don't know if it's as simple as just having like SOS Null Frost and then suddenly it's not a problem anymore. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably not that easy. I might as well just see, honestly. I'll just restart if this goes wrong. Okay, that worked. Just trying to get this done as quickly as possible here. I think just a single fire should do for these guys. She's that powerful now. Alright, good. So now we have 3 ultra quick hits coming. There's number 1. Good, Lauren. I want to see if I can put protect on him at least. Maybe it doesn't get dispelled. We might struggle to break her, so we might as well try our best to keep ourselves strong here. So we've got another one coming in. Let's see how this works. Yep, good job. And another one. Okay. Really? That happens so fast. But fine, it charged up some overdrive at least for us. It's not too bad. So next up we have the hydro thing happening, and again we're prepared for that. Okay. So I think we need to start going on the attack here. Maybe we get lucky and Oren doesn't get hit here. It's going to be him, isn't it? No? Okay, good. Gonna play it a little different here. I don't want to just demi spam everything. I want to try my best to really get Oren working with those hits. There's number 2. It went critical. Yeah, I guess her luck stat's decent. So there's going to be one more here. Yeah, that going critical kind of messed things up a little bit here. We'll keep unit out. I still think it's worth doing this. But I don't think Waka has the right protection. Did I at least give him the null tide one? Oh wait, no, he does have the right protection actually. Evade and counter. Let's go. Whew. So next up is going to be Penta. I'm going to bring Oren back so that he basically helps to fill up the overdrive. Sorry, Oren. It's just very difficult to keep him alive here. I'm trying, but obviously as a result he loses the aim as well. And when he doesn't have aim, he obviously can't do damage. So next up is the hydro thing. We can survive it anyway, so I think it's worth a quick attempt again here. So I'm trying my best not to spam Demi, but I feel like I'm not getting much joy from anything else. Yeah. See if we can Dark Buster at least. Yeah, good hit. There's your second. There's your third. Doesn't really matter too much, honestly, in this sense. And kind of do the same thing again here. I'm going to put another aim on Waka so that he can consistently make a hit here. So Auron being used to fill overdrives again. And now we have an overdrive coming. I think here's how we're going to do it. We're actually going to try and summon a shield this time, deliberately. And I'm going to Dark Buster here. It's probably going to miss. No. Okay, good. Ah, it's not an overdrive. Shit. Okay. Fine. But the next move is going to be a Hydro, so I think we'll be okay still. Yeah. Yuna's immune to that. But Auron's kind of getting stuck out in the front line, poor guy. Okay. Good counter. Good counter. So, we have an Aeon Overdrive. I mean, I say for starters, let's take away some more HP. And then I'm going to summon. We still have a lot of work to do. I'm curious how much damage the Aeon Overdrive is going to do here. It's been the first time we've got to basically do that. And I don't know, is it going to be another one, kind of a bit of a cheeky one, where it's supposed to be one move but does like 3 different things? Who the hell knows? But there's only one way to find out. Let's do it. So let's bring out Ifrit. It's going to die anyway, so we might as well do as much damage as we can. I kind of don't even know. Basically, because Bahamut can't break the damage limit, I've kind of assumed that Anima can't. Maybe I'm wrong. I should have just summoned Anima. Whatever. I don't want to find out right now. At least I know for sure that Ifrit can. I'd have to imagine he's not allowing Oblivion to do like insane damage. 61k is pretty good. Aha. Cheeky. Well, now I'm hoping that Diamond Dust is at least Ice Tandava. Ah, it's the dance. I totally forgot about the dance. Mind Blast. Get blasted. Now, good news is, yeah, I was going to say, that could have worked out a lot worse. Having my weaker mage characters here definitely made a difference. Let's... She doesn't have haste, does she? Yeah. Does Yuna have haste? She does. I'm going to use a remedy here just because the move is quicker. Okay. Evade encounters at play here. So I think the next move was... I think it was going to be the... yeah. I think we should be okay. Enchant Ice. Okay. Yeah, we're not worried about that. They've got breaks. I am worried about that. Okay, now. Again, we all have ice protection, so I'm not incredibly worried here. Is it worth breaking the damage limit at this stage? Maybe? Or maybe I just try and win without. To be honest, it's an armor. He needs a weapon that could break the damage limit. I kind of forgot he doesn't have one. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering, Auron might still be hit through darkness. That's my only problem. Let's just see. This is a good way to find out. Okay, that's good. He's just not going to be able to connect on any of these, though. That's the problem. After 2 aims, he started to be able to connect. So we'll do a bit of that. Good. Ah, she's out of MP. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, maybe Lulu's run her race here, honestly. Maybe we just need to rely on the boys to bring this home. Let's see. Yeah, well evaded. And a good hit. Yeah, okay. I think, but the darkness ran out that time. I think that was why. And I think that was number 3. So it's probably going to be like Penta Blizzara at this stage. Blizzarga, sorry, or whatever. Let's bring him back. So we're trying to see if we can win this one with physical hits for the rest of the way. I should have brought him down. Yeah, Hepta Blizzarga. Again, just using Auron as a overdrive builder here. He's just going to get hit once, isn't he? Wow. No hits on him. It's a big surprise. No complaints, though. Okay. I'm going to bring Auron down into SOS so that everyone survives here. Yep. She got the evasion. Okay. Can we bring Auron's turn in? Yes, we can. So we're going to do this. Then we're going to Dark Buster again. And then we're going to Sentinel again. And hope he can get a hit in, or 2. Yeah, hit through the darkness. Yeah, now we're screwed. Hit through the darkness. And evade encounter. Look at Tidus and Auron just in a heap. That's bad. Okay. Yeah, this is trouble now. I think we do this so that maybe we get some overdrive once again. Because these guys obviously going to come back with full HP or even HP. Nah, I forgot to change hers to Comrade. That's my bad. Yeah, I've been pinned back quite a bit here. Basically, hitting us through the darkness really killed it. Her luck stat obviously must be a bit higher. What's the best course of action now? Ah, she's cursed. That's why. I didn't realise. I need to have another look at this. There was an Aurochs Reels that could inflict all of the breaks. Yeah, the down symbol inflicts full break. Might be worth it. Let's try it. We're already kind of down and out here. But I've never done this one before. Nah. Yeah, you need practice. 2 out of 3 is not enough, I think. Or maybe it is, just for one. Maybe it worked? I don't know. So that, and then we're going to trust in evade and counter here. Yep. Look at Waka handling business here. Love to see it. Okay. Okay. Get countered. And this time Orin survives. Ah, damn it. Just too many turns. But we're fortunate Orin survived. Now. We're in an interesting position here. Don't know how much HP she has left. How close are we to a win? I have absolutely no idea. And this is where, like, not having the scan is a pain in the ass. Like, I've got a bunch of turns to play with here. Like, I could win here. Possibly. I just don't know if this dancing move just takes away a percentage of your maximum. So even if I come in with 43, will it just do like 40 damage? I'm just left with like whatever. Or even then it's a problem though because of the confusion. So I think I'll start with this. And then just try and bring Tidus into SOS. Well, could bring Orin into SOS actually. I think we just got enough to do that. And that gives us 2 free turns to try and finish it. Alright. So I believe this is going to be the Hydro thingy. I've really kind of been playing that, but her, like, had to be Tidus. But I've been really trusting her evasion. Yeah, it's the case of not knowing, really. Alright, here's how we're going to do it. But I think Waka's a bit too accurate. He's very dangerous to have on here. Just thinking I could Dark Buster this to survive. But I guess the next turn after that is probably going to be Enchant. What did she do? She did Hydro. If she does do Enchant, we actually have we have time. Basically, I'm just trying to see if I should maybe bring in Yuna, Lulu, have them both at max HP, and then just try and survive. Because even if they're confused and they smack each other, it's not going to be a problem. And they'll both retain their haste. I just don't know if it's current HP or if it's max HP, but I think either way it doesn't matter because they're going to be too strong. So obviously if I knew how much HP she had left, I'd probably just go for it, but maybe for that reason Kimahri is not the worst idea in the world. Because as I understand it, if someone's at max HP, they're not going to die here. And he's pretty weak. But not weak enough. I think like I got away with it last time because Lulu was so weak. And so is Yuna. So like Yuna and Lulu seem like the only possible candidates here to survive the unblockable confusion. I kind of almost don't know how I survived it last time. I don't know if I got super duper lucky. I think I basically need to make sure that Lulu has the first turn. So I'm going to try and survive it. Maybe this is foolish, but I'm going to try. Enough procrastination. Yeah, I didn't want Yuna to be first. Alright. Basically gives one more target for ultra quick hit. Yeah, did not realize that was going to happen. How could I have known? What's the point? So I can't be too disappointed at that. Obviously I had no freaking clue that was going to be a thing. I don't know what that's based on. That's one of those where it's just like, there's no point getting frustrated. It's just information you didn't have. Yeah, maybe if I knew I would have pushed for the win. That's a shame. But much, much better there. And Waka proved to be a pretty invaluable asset in this one. So much so that maybe... we go for a different kind of setup. I guess maybe the last time, because I summoned Hydro Diamond Dust, doesn't happen. So maybe it would have happened last time, but because I summoned, it didn't happen. And then it uses two moves. It does Hydro Diamond Dust, and then it does whatever dance it does. I'm not even sure. Right. Let's see. So we're going to try this one with the boys. See if we can do it. Of course, now we miss. Let's Sentinel. We need to get those aims in. I'm hoping he'll still connect one there. Yeah, okay. This will buy us some time. Yeah, so now we're going to do a bit of this. Since she's under darkness anyway, we're going to try and ride this out. Yep. For once, it's going to be Lulu taking the punishment. Next is going to be the Hydro thing. It's fine. I think if he gets hit by it, he might go into SOS, which might actually be better for us. Ah, he didn't quite go into SOS. Fine. Alright, back to Ultra Quick Hit. Then I'm going to bring Riku in just for speed here. I guess that could have worked out worse. Yeah, I think Auron is going to get hit here. As in he's going to go out of SOS. Yeah. That's unfortunate, he was right there. Fine, at least he gave us 2 overdrives. Yeah, he's just dying too frequently. Yeah, I think trying to use him as a sentinel in this fight again is just not working. I need to at least survive until the overdrive to see it in action. Yeah, okay, get on with it. At least he was in SOS this time. Yeah, so at least with this we'll kind of find out if it's always Hydro Diamond Dust. No, okay. Fine. Good to know. I do love the animation, that's super cool. So it brings her down to that much. Okay. Let's try and do this again. Okay, let's get through those. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to get Waka to solo this fight, basically, at this stage. Just thinking, what else can I even do? If I could get him to survive the Hydro Overdrive thing, then he can basically solo it. Yeah, I guess he can't solo it because of the whole Tandava attack afterwards, but still. There's just nothing we can do for these guys. Like, she's so quick that once you get stuck like that, you're truly stuck. Yeah. Okay. So just to work the gauge here, that's the only reason I'm doing it. I just want to see if there's any way at all I can survive the second overdrive. Alright, here we go. Hydro Diamond Dust. That's weird though. I swear I had my people on SOS. Either it has like all of the elements somehow or something. I don't know. That's weird. Was not expecting that. Okay. In that case, let's just land a bio on there. And a fire just for kicks. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. No Tandava this time either. Yeah, Lulu's evasion counting against her here. It's going to be Hepta. Sorry, Penta. Wow. This is working pretty well, isn't it? Sheesh. Kind of surprised here. So yeah, next up we have Hydro stuff coming anyway, so I think we'll be fine. Let's get Titus up. So I don't know if she kind of alternates between the two different overdrives, honestly. I don't know how it works, but whatever the case. Okay, Lulu back in. Actually, no. Instead of Lulu back in, we're going to do this. Okay, we're ready to go. Yep. Okay. So now we can get back to this. And I think I did say I'm not going to rely on Demi spamming, but Waka's doing a lot of heavy lifting here. He's going to need some help, so I'm going to get involved. Let's do that. Okay, that's a good target. Take that. This time I really feel like I need it. I need to know what's happening. Am I like halfway? Am I more than halfway? Yeah. Long way to go. Hence, we need to keep moving. So this is a mission to try and get Kimari out of there now. Yeah. Of course. But I guess that worked out really well, honestly. That could have been way worse. Now. This is the best run at it that we've had, basically. We've got some free moves here. Let's make use of them. Okay. So this is overdrive number 3 for the first time. Let's see what's going to happen. So it alternates as Tandava again. Put some auto life on. Really depends how the turns are going to go here. Yeah, okay. Why didn't Waka counter that? He did, okay. Yeah, it's a shame the order of events he could kill her twice. Ah. Because it's immune, it doesn't knock him out of that either. Okay, then another auto life. And because it's auto life, he comes back with SOS HP. But she's already got like half a gauge, pretty much. But Waka's basically safe until the overdrive here. So she can do that all she wants, but he's chilling. Yeah, Yuna can stay alive here. Okay. Yeah, but this time he's had his MP taken away, so not good. Let's try and do this. Go. This is the next best thing for now. To keep Yuna alive. Oh, get out of town. That's literally what that was for. Bullshit. And she managed to land a critical to boot. Lame. Yeah, it's gone already. The darkness, I guess it wasn't the best move of all time. Basically, we just have to let Waka ride out this whole fight until 58,000. Holy crap. Yeah, a bit of a weird situation here. Let's just wait. I basically want to revive the other guys like right before the overdrive. And well, I'm hoping some of these are going to hit. Okay. Yes. Surely now I get the turn. Okay. Wait. Let's not use a Mega Phoenix if we can avoid it. And we'll see if we can keep Lulu alive. Maybe. How much HP? Okay. So, we have another overdrive. Question is, can we do 24,000? She is armor broken. At this stage, I've learned my lesson that if I, let's say, had this weapon with a fire strike, it's not going to do 1.5 times on the overdrive. It's important to note. So, 24,000 is the goal here. Let's see if we can do it. At least that way, once again, everyone's intact, and even Kimari actually had a turn here. Yep. We did it. That was a weird fight, man. I felt like I kind of didn't have like a legit strat for this one. It just kind of worked. It just kind of worked. Sometimes that's just how it be. Wow. Waka did a lot of heavy lifting there, and I think I liked that fight because, yes, we did use some demi, but it was a much more kind of spread out kind of fight. There's a lot of different things going on there. But Waka was definitely the star of the show there. Evade and counter. Who said that evade and counter was not useful anymore in this mod? It absolutely shone in that fight. Wow. That was really fun. And we got a weapon again. Shit. Alright, hold on now. Let's not do anything crazy. Kimari not really being used means that he's got plenty of... I don't know what kind of stunt Karifean might have pulled here, so I'm gonna just continue to pay attention here. I don't know if I use my special initiative kind of weapon. Might be nice. Who should we start with? Let's start with the quicker squad. Yeah, I'm just going to continue on. But this was a battle where you really started to see the difficulties in hitting Shiva. So like Auron was, again, relatively ineffective. He just couldn't land those hits. Yeah, I'm just going to keep moving here. At least his accuracy goes up, even if not luck. move in. Yeah, maybe we put another luck / fortune sphere for Waka there. And we have another use. Excellent. And some more HP. Slowly Kimari's going to get back into it, like this. And won't just be a scan machine. Dude is basically a multifunctional printer in this playthrough so far. I'm sorry, you guys know I love to try and make Kimari, like, useful, but I've not been too successful in this one. Maybe the path I took him wasn't the best, but oh well. We've made it this far in the mod, so I've clearly done something right. Alright, let's try and get out of here. I feel like Karifean's the kind of guy that he'd still be quite kind and not let you mess up here. Or he'd make the Guado start so far back that they can't actually catch you. Maybe just one encounter? Okay, that's kind. Whew. Karifean can be very mean, but he can also be pretty kind sometimes. And there we go. Dark Shiva has also been defeated. So, the first set, the quote-unquote easier set of Dark Aeons, have now been defeated. So I hope you guys enjoyed those fights. They've definitely been quite interesting so far. They've all kind of felt very... They've all felt definitely quite different from each other. And they've demanded different things. Like even the two Ixion fights, they differentiated themselves in terms of how I did them. And so it's definitely been very entertaining. Lots of interesting tricks being thrown in. And I've had to kind of think outside the box and play differently, very differently, to how I normally would. And I've tried to use some tricks of my own to try and get through. And so far, at least, it's been pretty successful. So I hope you guys have continued to enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to taking on more of the most difficult enemies in the Final Fantasy X Masters mod.